What's going on YouTube? Well, I had more content for the Honda YouTube challenge build. Um, but I was working with this camera. Um, it's like a cheap knockoff GoPro, and the microphone on it was terrible. You couldn't hear anything but buzzing, and it's also not supported by any of our computers, so I can't actually upload the videos either. But I'll post some pictures and of what we've been doing to the car. So the transmission after that first night that we built it kind of exploded. Um, the case around the differential blew up. It busted because we put the transmission back together the way it came apart. And when we did that, we put all the shims back in it. Well, we were doing it quickly and we didn't really go through and check any of the clearance. And uh, on the differential bearing, one of the differential bearings, it had too much pressure and it was too close and it popped the case. So we ended up going back and putting it back together. Plus we had to take the differential out anyway because we put a Phantom Grip LSD in it. It's kind of a cheap way to go. It's not a true LSD, but it works. I have a video of me driving the car to testing out after we put the transmission back in, and you can definitely hear it in second gear. You can hear the tires starting hot, which is something else that we have to work on. Really is I think it's down to the alignment. And we were on street tires and it was wet. But so far we are I got the stuff for the fuel system it got delivered today. So we're putting a 5-gallon fuel cell in the back, running all AN lines all the way to the front. And we have Brian Crowler stage 2 cams, SuperTech valve train, and we dropped the head and the block off at Top Dead Center Performance in Mobile. They're going to port the head for us and measure the block, and we're gonna build a motor. Pretty much, we're not gonna run on a stock motor. We're gonna build a motor that can handle as much nitrous as we can throw at it. Brian says the goal is 300 horsepower. I'll be happy with 275, something like that. But we got some adjustable cam gears, full valve train. We're gonna go probably with either 10.5 or 11-to-1 compression pistons instead of going higher, just so we can throw more nitrous at it. We were going to originally use we were originally going to go with Crowler stage 3 cams, but sometimes, especially when you're using nitrous, less is more. So with a smaller cam profile, we can actually spray more and we can actually make more power. And also the way that our nitrous is going to work is going to be kind of cool. Most people wire it to they have a button, a micro switch either on the gas pedal or on the throttle body, or just hooked up to their shifter or steering wheel, anywhere they could get it. Ours is going to activate automatically because we're wiring it into Hondata. We're going to wire it into the ECU, and the ECU is always going to be tuned to automatically activate the nitrous at a set RPM in a set gear, so that we have traction off the line and it's going to be consistent every time. It's not going to be like other nitro setups where you hit the button and kind of just spray and pray. This will be fairly consistent as you can get with nitrous. And it's also easier to tune that way than it is on a micro switch. Or so the guys that at TDC say. But anyway, yeah. So we rebuilt the transmission. We've done a lot of body work. I'll have pictures of that in this video. But yeah, in my last video, I said that we had a lot of trouble closing the case, and it was just that much of a gap. Well, we realized now, after doing it for a second time, we realized that was because of the clearance on the bearings was just too tight, and it wasn't letting the case close. So if you're building a B series or any transmission and you go to close the case and it won't close that far, don't force it, because you will break it. But what we ended up doing is taking some shims out, and it closed up fine. We dogged it out pretty bad just to see if we could try to break it, and knock on wood, it hasn't broke yet. Ryan's been driving the car all over town with no door on it. Yeah, it still doesn't have the door. I have the door, I just haven't cut it and put it on the car yet. But we have a lot of stuff going into it. Going with a 70 mil throttle body. I have to get that soon. Bigger intake manifold, 440cc injectors. External inline pump and filter, all going, steel braided lines, all up to going up from the fuel cell in the trunk all the way up to the fuel rail. It should run pretty good. We're also going to go with Lexan windows. The only factory glass that will be in the car will be the front windshield. The rest of the windows will be Lexan. I'm going to get that from YNS. They're a pretty good company, and they're very affordable. Their kits are very affordable. But other than that, it's just been kind of a slow go. But it's coming together. It's definitely been a fun project. Actually getting to work on a project with somebody that is just as into it as you are, instead of just doing it by yourself like I've always done. It's pretty fun. But yeah, we'll see you June 2nd and see, maybe we can't win this thing, It's all about fun, but we're gonna try to compete. I heard there's gonna be some pretty fast all-wheel drive CRXs out there. Maybe we can give them a run for their money. But it should be fun. It'll definitely be fun. But anyway, like and subscribe. We'll have more videos coming up soon. I think the car's actually going to be painted this weekend, but if it's not, I'll still have I'll have some videos of us putting together the fuel system and just fine tuning and tweaking some stuff. But there'll be more videos soon. We have a better camera. We have a functional editing software now, so videos should come out more quickly than they have been. So yeah, just stay tuned. There'll be content on the way. And see what this car will actually do. It's kind of this whole YouTube challenge thing. The reason it's cool is just to see what not a lot of money can do. Plus, it's kind of like you're trying to I don't know, you kind of get the full potential out of a non-VTEC B series motor or a whatever motor people are using, but the most common and easily, available, most susceptible to modification is the B series motor. But when it's a non-VTEC motor, you don't really see many people making a lot of power out of them. So we're gonna see if we can get as much out of it as we can without turning it into a firecracker. Um, but yeah, just stay tuned. We have stuff on the way. Uh, but yeah, I'll show you the pictures that we've been doing. Pictures of what have been done and progress that has been made. Ryan gets to work on the car a lot more than I do because I'm always at that mill all night working, and the car is at his shop, and when he gets a break at work, he can actually work on the car, and I'm not there to film it or situations like that where everything's it's kind of hard to get everything filmed, but uh, I'll show you some of the stuff that we've been working on, and hope you enjoy it. If you see things that you like, hit like and subscribe. I mean, we're just a bunch of broke rednecks from Alabama trying to have some fun with a Honda, but it, it's coming together. It's pretty neat. But so anyway, thanks.